Consumer reporter Randy Ripplinger is continuing his special reports on auto repairs, and tonight he'll teach us how to speak mechanic. Words like camshaft, valve guides, main bearings, and how much.
Right, exactly.
That's the best one.
One of our favorite phrases, and very important phrases like call me if it's over $50, right? An important one. Actually, it is just as important for you to make your mechanic hear what you are saying as it is for you to understand him, because all that will save you money. In the United States, we spend over $80 billion a year on auto parts and repairs. And some federal figures say that 40% of those repairs are needless and really shouldn't have been done in the first place.
By far, the most frequent is where they have given them an amount that it's going to cost beforehand, and when they go pick up the automobile, it's twice as much.
Is that legal?
No, it isn't.
Many people think the prices are too high even when you know what you're being charged. Lisa Perry believes she was overcharged for the tune-ups on her Datsun 280Zs. She's owned several of them over the years, but won't take them into a dealership anymore.
With these, it's quite expensive. So every time I call a Datsun dealer, I get a little frustrated because it's at least $200 to $300. They always say they do a lot more than like the gas station or these super tuned places, but I don't really think they do. They just seem to take up more of your time, and the other places can get your car out a lot faster.
The place Lisa takes her car now is a tune-up oil and lube quick service shop. The price of a minor tune-up here is $30 cheaper than at the dealership, and the product is speed.
The consumer just can't leave their car all day or 4 or 5 hours. The advantage here is cost, and number two, we do as much as any dealer or anyone else in the business.
Read the statistics on how long the tune-ups last.
Dealer-operated shops claim they have more to offer, more expertise on a particular car, more factory training, and more parts than independent mechanics. And they charge more.
Yes, they do, but you're paying for the technology knowledge. The mechanics that are at the dealership are constantly upgraded on the technology.
Tonight we're going to be talking about the update of the automotive air conditioning systems.
True, many dealership mechanics were attending this NAPA-sponsored workshop on auto air conditioners just last week, but the room held many independent mechanics as well. Besides certification, you might look for an association your mechanic belongs to. A state or national association can give you some clout over the member shops if you feel you've been cheated. In Oregon, the largest such association is the Automotive Service Councils. Harold Coe is the council's state secretary.
Well, nothing is ethical when you sell a customer something they don't need.
What about your council members? Any of them ever do that?
If there is, we would kick them between their ears.
Another group with some kick is AAA. They began certifying auto repair shops last November.
Select repair orders from the files at random, which represent the types of service that they offer. Then we survey the customers who have actually been here and spent money to see if, in fact, they're satisfied with the service.
2/3 of the shops applying for AAA credentials fail the test. Of course, another important consideration in selecting your mechanic is price. Shop rates vary, but price isn't everything.
The only way that people can advertise those inexpensive type repair facilities is to lure the customer in for additional repair work. It's what I call a come-on.
It's a price leader. It's to offer something to the consumer at a very competitive rate to get them in. And once they're in, we can look over the car and suggest certain things that need to be done.
So if you're going to take a price leader, make it clear what other work you will or will not pay for. Here's how to do it the wrong way. Steve, my mechanic, helped us stage some consumer mistakes.
First of all, I'm getting some kind of squeaking around the left wheel area.
Okay. In the front?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. I don't have it written down, and neither does he.
Where they get nothing in writing, it's all oral. You know, we've got to prove it in court just like they're going to have to. They just have to protect themselves that way. Get things in writing.
Look at those things. Just get them fixed. You know, I'm tired of messing with it.
Okay.
Wrong line, worst line you can ever say to a mechanic. The main thing that you shouldn't do, and we've got dozens of people that do this, they take their car and then they say, do whatever you need to do, but make it work.
Okay. Have a good day.
All right, thanks.
Hey, dummy, aren't you going to ask him to call if there's a problem?
He does have the obligation to give you a call to get an authorization to do the work. If he goes ahead without that authorization, then he's he's going to possibly be in trouble with the district attorney and our office.
Actually, Steve is a pretty good mechanic. He has to be to keep my car running. But when you're looking for a mechanic, besides checking his associations and training, ask your friends about him. Experience with him is the best indicator. Tomorrow we'll have a little bit more on the concept of an ounce of prevention is worth the price of an engine overhaul.
You mean you want me to change the oil or something?
Change your oil. We'll show you how to do it real fast.
Yeah, get somebody else to do it. That's what I'll do. Thanks, Randy.